Hey, so practical preparedness. YouTube. I live in Michigan, and before winter comes, people fill up their fuel oil, propane tanks, get their wood cut, split, stacked, pipes wrapped, heat tape on, plastic the windows, get some new tires for the snow. Check the radiator fluid, change your oil, all these little things people think about because they know winter's coming. And yeah, some people will put insulation on their pipes, even if their house is insulated and sealed well. They take that little step of precaution, and here this week we can look around, and you don't have to look too long and you're going to see something about this winter storm that just went through. And it ain't just the US. I mean, it's the whole top northern hemisphere has really been hit with some winter weather. A lot of unprecedented record-breaking storms. Look at Texas sitting without power, millions of people dying, people freezing to death, can't get food, no water, no heat, no winter coats. I mean, I can't necessarily say it's practical if I lived in Texas to go through all that would do if I lived in Michigan, but to not have a winter coat just because you don't get sub-zero temperatures, well, now they have. And people are dying and struggling. I mean, I think 2020 should have showed us that we should try to think ahead and take some precautions for ourselves. And even here in Michigan, we haven't got these rolling blackouts, but we've still got more to come. And Texas isn't the only one without power, and they're not the only ones struggling. So I guess my whole point of this video is, if you're not looking around and seeing what is happening and thinking what could happen that you might have to deal with, and what can you do to negate the negative effects of that. If you're not doing that, if you're not thinking about those things, then you may pay for that. And I hate to think of the people I love having to suffer because they didn't think they needed the little extra food. They didn't think they needed any kind of water storage. Extra medicine, an alternative means of heat. People don't think about that stuff because the world that we live in here in the US is built around convenience and comfort, but without the technologies, what do you have? Because they take away your power, and pretty good chance most of you that are my subscribers are probably going to be struggling. So for your own sakes and the sakes of your families, I hope you'll really start looking at the world and think about the things that could come your way on a practical level. And then even take it a step up and think outside the box. If you were a Texan and you had thought, well, what if we lose power and it's cold? Everybody would laugh at you. But if you would have put a little effort into making sure you were safe in that situation, you could be one of those who don't have a thing to worry about. You could be one of those that are letting people come over to your house and being kept warm by wood, or able to have water because you have a generator, heat and electricity and food because you've made preparations, you know, whatever it may be. Sometimes the little thing is the big thing. You know, I mean, all the stuff I've got in my emergency bag and that little life straw I got. I dropped my whole bag to keep that thing and a knife. Life straw and a knife. You know, even no means of fire to be able to use that life straw and drink fresh water. You know, one little thing I have. Am I ever going to need that? Hope not. Pretty good chance I won't. But God forbid the day I ever do. That one little thing I thought about, I had no life straw for a long time, but I got that one little thing. It's got one purpose. Didn't spend a bunch of money on it. And it's just sitting there, not hurting a thing. And if I never use it, great. But if I ever need it, it's there. Yeah. So look at your own life. Because, I mean, I don't think 2021 is going to be any better than 2020. As a matter of fact, I got this feeling there'll be some worse things happening. Let's hope I'm wrong. I'm wrong about plenty. But I'll tell you what, me thinking outside the box, there ain't been anything happened yet this year that's caused me real concern about the safety of my family. And I don't see anything coming that's gonna. Well, aside from damn invasion. But, yeah. That won't play out the way I thought either. Anyway, you know, I hope you're praying. That's it. Bye.